Is that not beautiful or what? You know, since I moved here, I haven't really taken time to relax and enjoy and show up to places like this just to stand and watch the cloud. Something I like to do is I like to stare at the cloud and I like to find a specific part of the cloud and just pay attention to it and try to not blink as long as I can and slowly watch the cloud move. I like to find the art in the cloud. Sometimes I can see a bird, sometimes I can see a rocking chair, or a warrior riding a sea lion, or a horsey, or a helicopter. So I'll look at the little thing that I found. I'll just stare at it for a while. And I'll slowly watch as it moves. And I'll try to track that specific part that I'm looking at for as long as I can without blinking. It's like an exercise for my brain. Do I win, or does impulse does desire to act on my impulse do and look away from it, or blink? It's pretty relaxing, isn't it? I used to do so much in New York with regards to work. Get to work early, stay there until 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning. It's interesting because the apartment that I lived in, the last one, almost 15 years went by. I didn't even unpack some of my boxes. Like I always put that stuff off till later. That stuff can happen later. I'll do this later. I'll get to know my neighbor later. One of my neighbors, I didn't even know his name. Somebody saw a video that I did and saw a comment that I wrote. And he actually went to where my neighbor lived, 498 Green Avenue. And posted this, he sent me this 45-second video of the neighbor that I didn't even remember the name of saying goodbye. And I don't want to do that again. I want to take time to stop, breathe in, breathe out, and come to a place that looks like this, and just look at the cloud and watch it slowly go by. I realize I've had some success in life. I've had some good things happen to me. Some bad things, some good things. But it kind of came at the cost of my teenage years, my 20s, and my early 30s. Like life just kind of snapped its way by. And I didn't even unpack my moving boxes from 2008. It's crazy. But I want to slow down. I'm going to slow down the same way that cloud just slowed down. Stop moving as much. See the cloud? Isn't it pretty? Yeah. This is nice. I'm happy with my move. Kind of in a different place in life. This living here would 100% never have worked 15 or 16 years ago. I don't like New York for a lot of reasons. I wouldn't have became what I am without it. I've never shied away from that part. There's a lot of opportunity. I have 8.5 million people in the space the size of Knoxville, Tennessee. A transit system that at the time I could take from one point to another point 10 times a day to do house calls. And it cost me less than $80 a month. I can only imagine what an unlimited Metro card costs now. It was some fun times. Some good times. This is the second stage of life. I could get used to the second stage of life. See, there's a plane that just flew there. Are you paying attention to the cloud? I hope you're paying attention to the cloud. Oh shit, I'm not even paying attention to the cloud. Let's see if you can see a star that's up in the sky right now. There's one single solitary star and it's all by itself. See that? It's a lonely star right there. By itself. My Pixel actually appears to be focusing today. I think maybe it just doesn't like black cats. That could be a part of it. I moved here 2 years ago, but it took almost 2 years to learn how to slow down a little bit. Enjoy the sights, listen to the crickets. turning my house into a home. Hopefully some of you take some time to do that. There's one thing that I learned from the age 17 or 32. There's absolutely no point in putting all that work in, staying at work until 2 or 3 in the morning, trying to figure stuff out. Right when you're done, just jump into the next stressful thing. Let's start a supply company. Let's start a nonprofit. Let's raise money to lobby. Whoops, you're not allowed to do a ballot initiative unless you raise it to a ballot committee before you start fundraising. Whoops. Let's move across the country. Let's get a job. Let's try going to college. Let's do it all at the same time. Sometimes you have to slow down. Look at that. Hear the ducky? There's a ducky. Let's see if we can find the ducky. Do you hear the ducky? I hear the ducky. You know, for 15 years, I never really took the time to hear the ducky, or to understand the ducky. But I feel like now I understand the ducky. I understand you now. That's it for today. As always, I hope you learned something.